everybody, it's Miss Sharon here, and it's that time of the week again. I have another story for you, boys and girls. This story is about a man named Peter, and he was a follower of Jesus, and he was also Jesus' friend. Well, there were other men who were Jesus' friends, and they would go around telling people about Jesus and telling them about the good news. Now Jesus had come and he had died and he was raised again. But anyway, there was this king, Herod. He wasn't a very nice guy. There are some people in the Bible who just weren't very nice people. There's lots of good people too. But anyway, Herod did not like that Peter and some of Jesus' friends were going around, telling people about Jesus. So he decided he was just going to throw Peter in jail. Well, we talked one time about miracles, that God will do miracles in our lives. Well, he did that because he sent an angel to the jail and he helped Peter escape. Now this wasn't magic, because God doesn't do magic, but it's a miracle. It's just something God can do. So I'm going to read this story to you from the Bible, and then we're going to go over it, okay? All right. So this is in Acts. Okay, so remember there's two parts of the Bible. There's the Old Testament and the New Testament. And this story is out of the New Testament, and it's in Acts chapter 12. All right, so if you want your mom or dad or whoever to read that to you, show you where it is, just ask them. Ready? It was about this time that King Herod arrested some who belonged to the church, intending to persecute them. That means he was not going to be very nice to them. He had James, the brother of John, put to death with the sword. When he saw that this met with approval among the Jews, he proceeded to seize Peter also. This happened during the festival of unleavened bread. After arresting him, he put him in prison, handing him over to be guarded by 4 squads of 4 soldiers each. Herod intended to bring him out for public trial after the Passover. So Peter was kept in prison, but the church was earnestly praying to God for him. The night before Herod was to bring him to trial, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and sentries stood guard at the entrance. So this means that they really had a lot of men guarding Peter because they wanted to make sure he didn't escape. Suddenly, an angel of the Lord appeared, and a light shone in the cell. He struck Peter on the side and woke him up. "Quick, get up," he said, and the chains fell off Peter's wrists. Wow. Then the angel said to him, "Put on your clothes and sandals," and Peter did so. "Wrap your cloak around you and follow me," the angel told him. Peter followed him out of the prison, but he had no idea that what the angel was doing was really happening. He thought he was seeing a vision. Where am I? They passed the first and second guards and came to the iron gate leading to the city. It opened for them by itself, and they went through it. So the gate opened by itself. All right. When they had walked the length of one street, suddenly the angel left him. Then Peter came to himself and said, "Now I know without a doubt that the Lord has sent his angel and rescued me from Herod's clutches and from everything the Jewish people were hoping would happen." When this had dawned on him, he went to the house of Mary, the mother of John, also called Mark. So John was also called Mark, where many people had gathered and were praying. Peter knocked at the outer entrance, and a servant named Rhoda came to answer the door. When she recognized Peter's voice, she was so overjoyed she ran back without opening it and exclaimed, "Peter is at the door." So she was so excited to tell people she didn't even open the door for Peter. She heard his voice, but she couldn't even, she just forgot to open the door for him. So the other people that she told said, "You're out of your mind," they told her. When she kept insisting that it was so, they said, "It must be his angel." But Peter kept on knocking, and when they opened the door and saw him, they were astonished. That means they were like, whoa, really surprised and amazed. Peter motioned with his hand for them to be quiet and described how the Lord had brought him out of prison. "Tell James and the other brothers and sisters about this," he said, and then he left for another place. In the morning, there was no small commotion among the soldiers as to what had become of Peter. Because, see, they were asleep, and, the angel came, and they didn't even know. They had no idea that God had sent the angel and helped Peter get out of jail. So they're really confused. They have no idea what is going on. After Herod had a thorough search for him and did not find him, he cross-examined the guards and ordered that they be executed. See, he was not a nice guy because they couldn't find Peter, so I don't know what Herod thought had happened to him, but anyway, he wasn't happy with the guards because he felt like they had not guarded Peter well enough. So anyway, let's go over the story, okay? So remember what I said? See, there's Peter, and he was sleeping between two guards. Because, they were really trying to make sure he didn't get out of jail and, all that. And remember, Peter was a friend of Jesus. He was a follower, okay? So then what happened? An angel of the Lord appeared. And he tapped Peter on the shoulder and he said, "Quick, get your sandals on, your clothes. Let's go." So then Peter, he started walking to Mary's house. And he knocked on the door. And then what happened? The servant girl, do you remember her name? Rhoda. Can you say it? Rhoda. She came to the door. Well, she could hear Peter's voice, and she was so excited, she didn't even open the door. What happened? She ran back to tell the others. But Peter kept knocking on the door, and they heard it, and they came to the door, and they opened it, and they were they were astonished. They were so excited. Then they let Peter in, and then he told them everything that had happened. All right. So I hope you remember this story and that you can share it with other people. So we're going to continue with a memory verse that we're doing every Sunday for a while until it changes. And it's God made the world and everything in it. So let's say that. God made the world, say it, and everything in it. And it's in Acts 17, verse 24. All right? Okay. So I hope I see you Sunday. And I hope you remember to obey and be sure you say your prayers and you talk to God and stay well, okay? I love you and I miss you. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.